All right, June is National Homeownership Month, and it's a great time to talk about what it really takes to buy a home, especially in today's market. Joining us now, we have CEO of Real Estate Connection, Brian Coester, back with us to talk about all we need to know, especially because a lot of people are really trying to decide if they should rent or buy a home. What advice would you give them?
Yeah, so the difference between buying and renting over time is like the difference between a lightning bug and a lightning bolt, meaning like the significance of the impact is substantial. So wealth building in this country is really designed around ownership, and specifically home ownership. And one of the best ways to gain wealth is through owning a home. And there's a variety of reasons for that, but the first thing is that every payment you make goes directly towards your principal. It's a way to offset inflation. There's a tremendous amount of tax benefits. And there's also stability in the monthly cost, meaning like there's no annual increases in your monthly mortgage payment as opposed to rent. So there's a whole host of benefits that really put people in a significantly different position at retirement.
So getting in that mindset, you know, mentioning building equity and those benefits, you know, someone who really, let's put this into perspective here. So, you know, we have a home and we're paying monthly. Yep. That really goes, it benefits us later, even though we're paying more for it.
Yeah, so what happens is it's about money allocation. So when you rent a house, that money goes right out the door to the renter. When you own it, it goes from your right pocket to your left pocket in the form of equity and direct principal buy down. So over time, what you see is a substantial difference. And so the Census Bureau came out with some interesting statistics that at retirement, somebody who's owned the home, their average net worth is right around $450,000. Somebody who's rented, their average net worth is around $11,000. That's significant, and that is in the equity and direct principal buy down and taking advantage of the laws and ownerships of the United States.
So it does work out over time. And for someone just getting started, you know, how do we go about purchasing our first home?
Well, as they say, you don't wait to buy real estate, you buy real estate and wait, right? I'm joking. But at the same time, you really can't get started soon enough, especially if you're renting. Ultimately, generally speaking, it's not going to get much cheaper. Generally speaking, you're not going to get in a better position. You're going to buy your dream house through the equity from your previous house. So get started, get a condo, get a townhouse. There's a tremendous amount of programs available online, mortgage programs, as well as down payments assistance programs, and you want to get started, right? And then from that getting started, you build equity. From that equity, you can get a better house, you get stability. There's a whole host of things that almost indescribable when it comes to the value of home ownership.
So you really have to invest in your future pretty much.
This
you
is
have
the best
to invest now.
program ever vetted.
Wow, okay. Well, you know what? I learned something new. Maybe I'll start.
You should.
All right. Is there anything else we need to know about, you know, this month, especially being homeownership month?
The market's shifting, right? So
Okay.
there's some opportunities out there. The market's shifting. Sellers are starting to reduce their prices. So the interesting thing about real estate is you get to play the game a little bit. So buyers are out there looking. People are starting to reduce prices a little bit. Market's softening when it comes to just, you know, kind of the aggressive stance it's taken over the last couple of years. So you'll see sellers come on the market, buyers are still looking to buy. And if you're a renter, you know, you should be looking to, you know, buy some land.
All right. Well, I am motivated right now. Thank you, CEO of Real Estate Connection, Brian Coester. Thank you for being back with us.
Absolutely.